The company retreat is in full swing. The employees engaging in team-building activities, outdoor challenges, and friendly competitions. Lucas, the protagonist, is seen enjoying himself, laughing with colleagues, and participating in group activities. The atmosphere is light and relaxed, with everyone bonding over shared experiences. Lucas, feeling at ease, enjoys the camaraderie of his colleagues, taking part in the fun and letting go of work stress. It's a refreshing break from the daily grind, and Lucas relishes the opportunity to unwind with his team. Later, the evening transitions to a bonfire gathering. Employees sit around the fire, exchanging stories, enjoying the warmth of the flames, and sipping on drinks. Lucas is deep in conversation with a few of his colleagues when Emily, his female supervisor, joins the group. She laughs a little too, hard at Lucas's jokes, and maintains eye contact a little longer than usual. Lucas doesn't think much of it at first. It's just a fun evening, and he's enjoying the relaxed vibe. However, Emily's attention begins to feel more intense. And as the group disperses, Lucas finds himself alone with her by the fire. Emily, stepping a bit closer to Lucas, begins to compliment him on his leadership and work. The conversation shifts from casual banter to more personal remarks. Her body language is a mix of flirtation and interest, and she leans in slightly, her words laced with an underlying tone. Lucas begins to feel uncomfortable but tries to stay polite, laughing off the compliments. Emily's remarks become more pointed, her interest more obvious. Lucas can't help but feel the tension rising. He steps back slightly, maintaining his personal space while trying to keep the conversation light. He politely declines Emily's advances, maintaining professionalism despite the unease building inside him. "I appreciate it, Emily. I just do my job, you know. Just trying to do the best I can," Lucas says, with an awkward laugh. He tries to end the conversation on a friendly note, hoping to move back toward the group. Emily's smile falters, and the camera lingers on her face for a brief moment, showing a slight look of surprise and maybe even disappointment, as she quickly hides it with a polite smile and nods, stepping back. Lucas, feeling the weight of the encounter, decides to head back to the group, hoping the night will return to its previous lightheartedness. As he walks away, he can't shake the feeling of unease. The tension lingers, and Lucas wonders if this will be the last time things feel normal between him and Emily. After the retreat, the atmosphere between Lucas and Emily feels noticeably different. The casual, friendly tone that once defined their interactions has shifted. Later that evening, Emily corners Lucas for a private conversation. The air feels thick with unspoken tension as Emily, with a playful smile, begins to flirt with him more directly, making a clear romantic advance. Lucas, caught off guard, and now visibly uncomfortable, tries to maintain his composure, hoping to navigate the situation carefully. "Emily, I really value our professional relationship. I think it's important we keep it that way," Lucas says, his voice calm but firm. He hopes that his words will make his boundaries clear without causing further discomfort. For a brief moment, Emily's face falters, and her smile slips into something more defensive. Her body language shifts, as if she's taken aback by the rejection. There's a flicker of something disappointment, hurt, before she quickly regains her composure. Her smile returns, but the once light and playful interaction has been replaced by a palpable tension. Lucas, though relieved, can't shake the awkwardness of the situation. He tries to move past it, but the atmosphere has changed. Emily's retreating figure leaves a lingering sense of discomfort, and Lucas is left with a mixture of relief and unease. The once friendly professional dynamic now feels different, and the weight of their conversation hangs in the air as Lucas reflects on what just happened. Back at work, Lucas begins to notice subtle shifts in the way Emily treats him. The first signs of tension arise during a series of meetings where Lucas presents ideas that have worked successfully in the past, only to have Emily dismiss them without explanation. Her critiques are vague and unhelpful, leaving Lucas feeling increasingly frustrated. What once was a productive professional relationship now feels strained, and Lucas can't help but feel like something is off. During one meeting, Lucas suggests a process improvement he's used before with great success. As he explains it, Emily interrupts, casually brushing it aside with minimal acknowledgement. Then, to Lucas's disbelief, she presents a nearly identical idea, just slightly altered, claiming it as her own. The camera focuses on Lucas's expression, showing his confusion and the growing frustration in his eyes as he tries to understand her. Behavior he watches as Emily confidently presents a version of his idea, and the room nods in approval.
Lucas.
Who had first brought up the concept, is left silent, his own proposal dismissed. His mind races, trying to make sense of what's happening. Why is Emily acting this way? He had never experienced anything like this before. He begins to suspect that there's something personal behind her actions, but he can't fathom why she would target him. Word of Lucas's firing spreads quickly throughout the company like wildfire. The camera shows the ripple effect as phone calls and urgent emails flood in between the company's investors, some looking visibly concerned as they check the news of the leadership change. As they discuss the decision in hushed tones, the company's stock price starts to dip. The tension is palpable as the investors start to fear the implications of the sudden firing of a key leader. The camera cuts to a tense investor meeting. The room is filled with high-powered individuals, their faces a mixture of confusion and skepticism. At the head of the table, Emily, the new CEO, tries to justify the firing, explaining that it was part of a larger shift in direction for the company. However, her words seem hollow as the investors exchange uneasy glances. The camera lingers on their faces, some shake their heads in disbelief, while others furrow their brows, whispering among themselves. One investor speaks up, clearly frustrated. Lucas helped build this company. He was the one leading the charge. How do you expect us to move forward without him? The camera captures Emily's uncomfortable reaction to the investors' growing concerns. Her confident demeanor falters as she attempts to quell the unrest, but the damage has already been done. The investors begin to question her judgment, with some murmuring about the risks involved in letting go of someone who is integral to the company's success. The atmosphere in the room grows tense, and the camera zooms in on the investors' faces, showing their growing uncertainty and doubt. After the fallout from Lucas's firing, Emily starts contacting him repeatedly. The camera shows Lucas sitting at his desk, reading the multiple urgent messages from Emily, his expression a mix of disbelief and frustration. Her texts are apologetic, pleading for him to reconsider his decision. The phone rings incessantly, but Lucas remains firm, staring at the screen with a sense of resolution. Emily's text, Lucas, I realize I made a mistake. We need you back. We'll give you a senior position, more money, and everything you deserve. Please come back, we need you. The camera zooms in on Lucas's hands as he holds the phone, reading the message again. His face hardens, the conflict within him palpable. He listens to the voicemail from Emily, her voice strained as she tries to convince him that the company made a mistake by letting him go. The camera shows Lucas's frustration as he listens to her message. He shakes his head slightly, clearly frustrated by the repeated attempts to have him return. The camera then cuts to him deleting the voicemail, his face resolute. As he places his phone back on the desk, a sense of finality fills the frame. Despite Emily's offers of more money and a higher position, Lucas remains unmoved. He is no longer swayed by promises or apologies. The camera focuses on Lucas as he stands up from his desk and walks to the window. Gazing out as the city skyline stretches before him, his resolve growing stronger with each passing moment. Scene opens in a modest yet cozy new office. Lucas is seen working late into the night, a determined look on his face as he sits at a desk covered with paperwork, business plans, and a laptop. The camera slowly zooms in, capturing his focused expression. He's no longer in a corporate office surrounded by familiar colleagues. Instead, he's building his own path. The office is small. The energy in the room is charged with purpose and determination. The camera shifts to Lucas's meeting with new clients, his professional demeanor exuding confidence. He's offering business strategy advice, drawing up plans, and showcasing his expertise. As he speaks, his clients listen intently, impressed by his experience and insight. With every handshake and exchange, Lucas's confidence grows. He's determined to succeed independently and is no longer relying on the company that once undervalued him. The camera then cuts to Lucas networking at industry events, engaging with potential partners, and expanding his professional circle. He shares his knowledge and ideas, demonstrating that his expertise and visions still have immense value. Every connection made feels like a step toward his future as he builds his reputation outside the company that let him go. The scene opens with Lucas confidently signing a major contract with a new client. The camera focuses on his firm handshake and the smile of satisfaction on his face as he closes the deal. The lighting in the room is bright and filled with a sense of accomplishment. This moment marks the turning point where Lucas's hard work and determination have paid off. His client looks impressed, and Lucas stands tall. Knowing that he's now in control of his career, the scene shifts to Lucas leading a series of meetings in his new role. He's directing a group of professionals, offering strategic advice, and overseeing new projects with confidence. The camera captures his leadership skills as he walks around the meeting room, engaging with his team and providing valuable input. His business is growing, and the once small office now feels more expansive as the team around him thrives. As the scene progresses, Lucas is shown at networking events, building meaningful relationships with other professionals and potential clients. The camera highlights the ease with which he navigates these new opportunities, whether it's speaking with industry leaders or presenting innovative ideas. His confidence is evident as he oversees the execution of successful projects. With clients praising his work, Emily contacts Lucas one last time, asking for a meeting. The camera captures the tension as Lucas walks into the office, exuding confidence and self-assurance. His posture is upright, and he carries himself with a sense of purpose. As he enters, the camera focuses on Emily sitting behind the desk, her expression tense, perhaps a bit nervous. She looks up as Lucas sits across from her. The weight of the moment hangs in the air. Lucas, with a calm, measured tone. Lucas begins, "I've done well for myself since I left the company, Emily. I built a business, secured multiple contracts, and established myself as a trusted leader in the industry." The camera cuts between Lucas's confident face and Emily's increasingly regretful expression. Lucas continues, outlining his accomplishments in the consulting world, how he turned the setback into a victory, and how he now has control over his own destiny. Emily's regret is palpable, her eyes shift uncomfortably, and her earlier composure cracks as she listens to Lucas's words. She realizes the full extent of the mistake she made when she let him go. The camera shows Emily's posture faltering as she processes the weight of Lucas's success. Leans back in her chair, clearly regretful, as she listens to Lucas explain how much more he's achieved in such a short time. He's no longer seeking validation from her, having proven his worth to himself and the world. The camera cuts to Lucas's face, showing a slight but genuine smile, a mix of satisfaction and empowerment. He's in control now, and the satisfaction of knowing he's accomplished everything he set out to do without the company that once discarded him is written across his face. The camera slowly pans over Lucas's office, showing him sitting at his desk, reviewing contracts and leading strategic meetings. His face is calm and collected, yet his eyes reflect the hard-earned satisfaction of someone who has worked tirelessly. To reach this point, the camera then cuts to a wide shot of Lucas standing by a window, gazing out over the city skyline. The lights of the city shimmer below, symbolizing the vast opportunities before him. There's a peaceful confidence in his stance as he reflects on his journey. The camera lingers on Lucas's face as he looks out the window, his expression filled with pride. He recalls the challenges he faced, the obstacles he overcame, and how he turned the painful experience of being fired into something transformative. In his mind, he replays the moments of growth when he decided to take control, to build something of his own, and to no longer rely on the company that let him go.